that you'll never break. That risk they say don't ever take. That feeling that keeps you awake. You can't let it go. No, you can't let it go. That voice keeps screaming in your head.
Different meditation techniques or reasons to meditate.
Because they had toxic back then. They were cleaning the system out during the days of the pharaohs, okay?
Recognize each other's uniqueness at each, because God has a plan for both of you.
And I can have a baby and I can raise a child without you. That's kind of a shot at the male spirit.
Well, hello. You can tell that I am doing my own show today because I have things in front of me. Hello, everybody. What's up? It's Tyler Jenkins here. I am the CEO and founder of the I Am That Woman movement. That is the health and wellness movement for executive, high-achieving African-American women who are just making it happen. And what do? We help you. We help you live your best life holistically, mind, body, and spirit. Well, what is that about, you may say? That is about a couple of things. It's about helping you to be mentally and emotionally well. We provide morning mindfulness with prayer and meditation every morning. That's helping you stay physically fit. That is like today, we are talking with Valerie Tyler, our fitness guru, about how to do that summer reset, get those arms, those back, those legs, those buttocks together, which she is doing in class every single day, 4 days a week. That is about your spiritual wellness. That's making sure that you know that the best thing that you can do is have a spiritual foundation to help you live your best life. And it's also to remind you to take a break. That is the I Am That Woman retreat, where we take you away for 5 days and 4 nights to escape all of the craziness, to sit down, sit still, be quiet, and be open. That is in October 26th through the 30th. And I'm here every week at 4:30 every Friday in this conversation series to give you information, to give you events, to give you resources to live your best life. Because we know you are out there doing it, all of it. Mind, body, and spirit, so much going on. But what we do know is that we are here to help you. We are the I Am That Woman sisterhood. We are here to help you live the life that you've always wanted. And all you have to do is decide to have it. So I appreciate you joining me today. I appreciate all of those who will join us. Diamante, y'all keep him in the prayers. He was on vacation last week for his birthday, and this week he has COVID. So we know that you got to stay masked up. You know, I know there's a whole lot of different messaging going on, but listen, I think nowadays I have more friends and colleagues that have had COVID than when COVID was like really bad. So Diamante's not with us today, but he is definitely in our prayers, and hopefully he'll come back because I messed up the beginning of the show, but I'm going to get through it. Well, today is that summer reset as we continue to talk about how to reset your emotional, your mental, your physical well-being is what we're talking about today. Last week, we had Amy Hilliard talking about your professional reset. So when you got to make that pivot in your career or in your business, she talked about those powerful P's, and we went over all of that positive energy and that positive information. Amy is going to be a speaker. And guess what? Today's speaker is going to be at the I Am That Woman retreat, October 26th through the 30th. You can go to our newly launched website, iamthatwomanmovement.org. Take a look. Have any questions? Because I just got one. There are women signing up. I'm telling you all, it's less than probably just over 100 days. I'm telling you, we're going to sell out 100 ladies. And as soon as we sell out, it's a lock. So you better hurry up, get that $300 deposit in, or you can pay the whole thing and not have to worry about it. Today, the one who will be starting off our retreat every morning with some yoga and some physical fitness, because we know that's the best way to start your day right after prayer and meditation. We have none other than Miss Valerie Tyler. Hey, Val.
Hi, Twyler. Hi. Twyler's advocates and friends. And some of my friends, hopefully, that I said
Oh,
it to at the last minute.
hopefully so. Hopefully so. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Good,
I'm
good,
great.
good. I absolutely appreciate you taking the time to come and join us. And I wish we could be in that full body view or in person where people can see them powerful arms and legs. And
Oh, you're so sweet.
Valerie is a powerhouse, you guys. So I told them a little bit about you, Valerie, but why don't you expound on who you are and what your background is?
You know, it's so hard for me to talk about myself. You do this to me every year. And I say, what am I supposed to say? I'm an athlete, and that's foremost. I'm an athlete, which means that I exercise probably more than most people. I'm trying to keep myself centered here. But I'm a marathoner. I've run over 35 marathons around the world. So I really call myself a runner. I got into running and kind of went, in beast mode. And then someone told me, really, you ought to cross train. It's a lot healthier to cross train. And they said, you should do triathlons. And I was thinking, I don't know how to swim, which most Black people, unfortunately, do not know how to swim. And we're constantly hearing every day about, young Black kids and Black adults, drowning in Lake Michigan, which is really sad. But swimming is an important skill to have. So I have become, since that time, I learned how to swim, participated in over 30 triathlons in open water, and teach swimming, and got my little grandbaby, who's 1 year old, in swim classes, and and plan to keep her in swim classes until she's comfortable and has a good stroke. And the main thing is life-saving skills. So a lot of times when I take people into swimming, I, kind of flip them over and say, well, if you ever get nervous, roll to your back. And that's a life-saving skill. Another skill is keeping your head above the water and kind of just sculling. So anyway, I do. I'm also a strength trainer, because what I found out to do all the work that I was doing, the aerobic work that I was doing, it was important to have that foundation of strength. So I teach classes Monday through Thursday under my incorporated name, which is VT Fit, for Valerie Tyler Fit. And I'm incorporated with the state of Illinois, and I'm insured as well, even though I don't know why I have insurance, because everybody's on Zoom
now.
But I still have insurance. So
I do miss coming to the house. I really do miss it, even though it was a short drive for me, and I love, community. And I just love, when we used to be able to get out and come down to your lower level and just work out and have the mirrors there. And, rain, snow, sleet, or hail, we were like there, unless it was like
I had people that drove in from the suburbs to join us in my studio, which is all mirrored and has all the equipment there. And we taught, I could do hands-on training. I could show you if your form was off. I could make you work harder because, I was going to beat on you. So now I'm on Zoom.
Music.
Yeah. And and I had music, right. So now I'm on Zoom, no music, but people have really, I have to say, have really conformed. They transitioned. They have figured out how Zoom can work for them. It doesn't work for everybody. I've had a handful of dropouts, but most people, if you're serious about what you're doing, you can get up at home, stay in your pajamas or whatever you want to do. We don't even use gym shoes, right?
Right.
And so you can pick up your weights and follow me. And, it's like 40 minutes every day.
Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday. And we go at it.
Be a part of we go at it. Trust you me. I would show y'all my arms, but I'll show them later. So
and what
my arms are due to Valerie, like serious.
Oh, thank you, Twyler. I don't know why I'm adjusting this scarf. I just started these locks and I'm not comfortable with them, so I'm not revealing yet. So it's like I keep wearing scarves and hats, but I'll get there.
You look absolutely fine. You're always beautiful, Valerie. So we know that you have transitioned from being in corporate America. You're retired. But even when you were in corporate America, you were still an athlete then. You were still, I would see you out running, and Valerie and I
don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it. I do not, when I look back, and as busy as I am now, I feel like every minute of the day I got something to do. I'm trying to figure out, how did I work
Yeah.
and do all of this competitive stuff, which
Yeah.
required hours and hours of training every
Hours.
day.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was up
So,
every morning
yeah.
at
Yeah.
5:30.
Just
I'd
getting
run for an hour, hour and a half. I'd come back, take a shower, go to my corporate
Go to
job,
work.
be all stressed out with all kind of issues, problems, you know,
Yeah.
well, what am I going to do? What can you do about it? And
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. Irate customers,
Yeah.
resolving all of that. So doing performance plans, having people mad with you because they ain't doing their job, and mad because you aren't giving them a good evaluation. And then
All that stuff.
your manager not giving you a good evaluation because they just ain't fair.
Valerie, have you always known that your fitness and your exercising help to manage all of that stress?
Absolutely. Thank you, Twyla, for bringing that up. Absolutely. I could not have gone to work in white corporate America and held my tongue, held my temper, had all the patience of Job without burning out all that energy in the morning and the evening. So yeah, I would even come home from work and go swim for an hour, hour and a half. So my whole schedule was end to end, 5:30 in the morning till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, nothing but work and exercise.
And Valerie, that's what we're talking about today. I'm talking about the summer reset, because sometimes people think that, if they don't get in the gym or if they don't have enough time, they'll say, I don't have enough time. But I love, one, that your class is only 40 minutes. But two, I think sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit when we're able to get in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Would you encourage people, if you don't have a whole hour, hour and a half, would you encourage people to just get something in at least several times a week to help mitigate all of this stress that we're under? To your point, when you were in corporate America, or rather you're an entrepreneur, we're in COVID, coming out of COVID, still in COVID, still dealing with so much. Would you encourage people to get something in to help with their physical wellness?
That's such a leading question, Twyla. Absolutely. The answer is yes, yes, and yes. And what that means is, if you have 10 minutes, do something for 10 minutes. If it's stretching for 10 minutes, if you want to get a jump rope and jump for 10 minutes, if you say, let me do some jacks for a minute, take a break, do some more jacks for a minute, take a break, do something to get your heart working. What happens is your heart is getting more oxygen as you work out. Your brain is getting more oxygen into your system, because oxygen is what gives you the energy. So by you bringing in the oxygen, it kicks off what they call endorphins. And those endorphins give you sort of like a high or a mood high in a way. And all of that makes you feel better. It keeps you from a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of just ill thought, just feeling kind of down, and you wake up and you just feel kind of drab. So what you need to do is, they say, if everybody exercise at least, and this is 30 minutes, but do what you can, but 30 minutes 3 or 4 times a week, thousands of lives would be saved.
Wow.
Why is that? Because exercise is good for you. Exercise, sleep, and nutrition. So I just got my certification by ISSA in both personal training, fitness training, as well as nutritional coaching. So even though all that stuff isn't on the tip of my tongue, somewhere in my brain or somewhere in my books, I have this information. So what I do with my clients is, tell me if there's something that you want additional information on. I'll do the research for you and then serve it up to you. So I have over 60 clients, and many of them say, well, Valerie, I have a little pain right here. I say, I'm not a doctor, but I can look this up and tell you how to stretch that side of your body. Is it sciatica nerve or IT band or something like that? So what I try to be is a consultant as well. So I'm not just standing there doing this stuff. I'm doing it with you.
Right.
I'm doing it with you. And I'm telling you, I'm tired too. You know,
Yeah.
I might have you do, 30
Yeah.
football
Yeah.
runs, and I'm
Right.
huffing and puffing because I'm counting and leading you in it.
And
But
more than likely, you've already worked out before you even work us
I
out.
do it.
So
Yeah, I
you've
do a
you've
30
already
mile
gotten
bike
up
ride every
and that's
morning at 5 a.m. So
exactly.
yeah, so yes.
So you've already
But
done
what I
something.
do is
Valerie,
everybody has
some
to be
people don't realize
trained.
that some people don't realize that, and I know it seemed like a leading question and kind of obvious, but some people think that if they don't have a lot of time, then they don't take no time. And I have
Yeah.
found that even if I go out, and you said it last week when we walked, Twyler, I live right across, you live right across from a track. You
You
have
do.
no
Yeah.
excuse. But sometimes even saying, if I only have 10 minutes to go out there and do as much as I can, I may not have an hour. But I find that, you know what, if I just do 15 minutes or 10 minutes to go
Yeah.
and take a couple of
Yeah.
laps or whatever I can make, that really does make a difference. Another thing that people sometimes don't realize, Valerie, is the connection. And you led into it. You said something about the endorphins. And I know we kind of know this, so I think we kind of take it for granted. But the connection between the physical fitness that you do and your mental and emotional aptitude. And so you talked about how that would help you when you were working. What is that connection and how important is it to our overall health?
Well, a lot of people think, well, I don't need to exercise because I'm generally healthy. I can pick up my groceries and my grandbaby. I can walk, down the street. But what they don't understand is that you have to use your muscles. If you do not use your muscles and strain them or stress them or put them under duress, they will not be strong. If they're not strong, then your body is weak. Your bones are more brittle. As you age, all these things become impacted. Exercise not only helps you with weight control, but it helps you with brain memory retention. It helps you with um, fighting off anti. I'm trying to think of what, but cancer, lupus, those kind of conditions. It makes you stronger. If you
Autoimmune.
catch COVID, you probably, the symptoms wouldn't be as bad because your body is healthy. So it's so many benefits to, and then you have a better looking body. Who doesn't want a better looking body? You start, as you age, gravity starts to pull down on all parts of your body, right?
Everything.
And you start seeing dimples and
Yeah.
creases and all this stuff. And I'm not saying that exercise is going to take it away, but it will help to delay it, and it will help to kind of tone down. Like what we work on a lot in my classes is shredding and toning. So
Yeah.
we do smaller movements that work the surface of the skin so that the skin begins to become smoother. So I have had people tell me that they look better, that they've gotten rid of some of their cellulite along the way, that they have reduced their blood pressure. Their blood pressure medicine is not what it used to be. Their A1C for diabetes is gone from 8.5 to 6.5. So they're, within the right zone now. So it's all kinds of benefits that come from exercising, not just necessarily
The physical.
the physical part. It's a lot of things that happen inside your body that, and one of the other things I wanted to mention this is a lot of times I'm around people and they say they get headaches. Headaches are more prevalent than you think they are. A lot of people get headaches, or, we talk about depression, but headaches kind of lead to depression. But these headaches, a lot of times I'll start the class and I'll say, dang, I don't feel all that good. I don't wake up every day feeling great.
Sure.
But you got to come on to that Zoom. Like I got 30 or 40 people there waiting on me. So I got to be like hyped up. So I come on. And sometimes what I tell my class straight out is I want to make sure that you feel better after 40 minutes with me than you felt before that.
Before you came on.
So I tell you, when you finish that 40 minutes, your everything's metabolism, endorphins, all of that stuff is kicking off. And then we finish with a spiritual message
Yeah.
from Twyler every session. So now we've gotten our physical and our spiritual. And
Yeah.
now we can go out and do whatever we need to do in the world with a
Yeah.
better attitude.
Yeah. Yeah. With the better attitude and feeling better. I mean, literally feeling better.
I feel so much better when I finish the class. I'm like, why was I sweating this? Why was I feeling this? And I'm just like pumped up. I'm like, yes, let's hold it.
It's getting there.
Push-ups.
Exactly. I know. Valerie really be getting pumped up, y'all.
Yeah, I get pumped up and sometimes I forget to count.
Yeah, a lot of times she forgets to count. My sister said something interesting. She said it's easier said than done. How can we keep the momentum? So sometimes people get started, and this is exactly what this talk is all about, that summer reset. Because I know sometimes in the winter we just the cold and the change of the season, but that summer reset, we have no excuse. The weather is great, except today here it rained, but generally the weather is great and we can get out. How would you encourage people to keep the momentum?
Here's what you have to do. You have to have a plan, just like you do with anything else. You got to have a plan. And what is a part of that plan are setting goals. That's the first thing you want to do, is set goals. So by me being a competitive athlete for years, I always had a plan. So just like I get up and I plan to go to work, or I plan what meetings I'm gonna have at work, or I'm do my PowerPoint to prepare for a meeting at work, I put down what, I don't write it down, but I know in my head what I need to do every day. And some days, like I said, I don't feel like doing it, but some days I don't feel like going to work either. So hello, you got to do something. So what I do is set a goal. So you just have to get up and do it without even thinking about it. It becomes a part of your lifestyle every day. Now, if you don't want to do it every day, 3 or 4 days a week is fine, but you have to set a goal. If you don't set a goal, you're not going to do anything. And you can not say, I'm only going to do it like Twyla was saying. You can't say, I'm only going to do it in the summertime. It's got to be something that you stick with. So what you might want to do is join a class. I'm not advertising I'm advertising my class, but I'm saying I'm not everything to everybody. So there are so many places that are opening up recently that provide you with an opportunity to get some exercise. Like there's this Pure Barre, there's yoga. I'm thinking, Hyde Parkish, but Pure Barre, there's Yoga 6. There's this place called P-Volve that just invited me there. There's yoga. I do Bikram yoga. Mm-hmm. Yeah, power yoga, core power yoga. There's places. So if you need a little bit more impetus, you pay for one of those memberships, you will go.
And you're right. Well, sometimes waste our money.
Well, that's true. Sometimes people are just paying.
But Valerie, I'll add to that. I will say joining a community. One thing that I do love about your classes, one, I can do it at home, even though I miss coming to your house, but I doing it at home, but knowing that there's a community there and that I'm not the only one. And what I also love about your class is that there's different ages. So I know I'm not judged. I know that I'm not, literally we run the spectrum.
Yeah, we do.
New mothers. So they're
women who just my girlfriends are in my class and their daughters are in my class. And together. And it's like, I love it. So I might have somebody that's 68 and then their daughter might be 40 and they're both in the class. I love it.
Or even 20-year-olds, because I know Monica, who braids my hair. I think Monica's in her 20s,
right,
30. Right. So I love that your class is challenging. It's don't think you all ain't gonna get on there and not sweat. It is challenging and developing. To Valerie's point, she really does help us tone our bodies. But I think to keep momentum, it's also a great idea to be a part of a community that helps you have that accountability.
That is a really, really good point. Because when I was a runner, I had a group of girls that we said, we're going to meet. And we got together and we met. And what I like about my group, on Zoom is that we talk to each other. I open up the line. People have an opportunity for 10 minutes to talk about whatever's on their mind. Maybe it's a current event. Maybe it's a political, social stuff. But they get a chance to talk and kind of release some stuff. Get some stuff out of their head. Because a lot of times we live by ourselves.
Yeah.
And we can't talk to the walls. We can't talk we can talk to our pets, but they can't talk back. So, you know, sometimes you need that interaction. And so you see other people on the line, on the screen, and you're like, we're all doing this together. And then when we wrap up, you know, with Twyler's spiritual blessing, and then we sort of, you know, people throw in little comments like happy birthday, happy anniversary, or I'm sorry, you know, there was a loss in your family. You know, we try to lift each other up and support each other and share with each other. So I don't spend a lot of time on it, but the fact is that it helps you mentally to feel connected.
I wish my schedule allowed for more time for the walk. You guys also have a local kind of small group of walkers, the Walking Warriors, which I love. That
and we talk about everything.
And I love seeing the community. I wish my schedule really did. I loved it that Tuesday when we went to vote.
So much fun. And we went to vote. Yeah.
And we went to vote. And so just encouraging each other. You know, Valerie, I call you our fitness guru, whether you own it or not. You are our fitness guru. You have been with me since the beginning in 2018, coming to Mexico, to the Riviera Maya. This will be our third year. This will be our third year. In 2018, 2019, we had to cancel because of COVID in 2020 and 2021. So this is our first year back in October.
I'm so excited.
I know. We'll be at the Hilton Marco Island. Valerie, what I love about what you even do, usually every day, I do offer prayer and meditation, but at the retreat, we start off actually with exercise and then we go into prayer and meditation. But what I love about what you do at the retreat is you do some yoga moves, but you really do kind of just allow us to do some fitness training. Anything that you want to share about what you're going to do this year? I don't even know if you know, but I'm kind of springing this on you.
Well, what I thought I would do is I'm yoga certified as well. I got my yoga certification many years ago, and Twyler asked me to come and kick off the sessions. My treat, right? I love it. She doesn't even know how much I enjoy it, but I am leading yoga in the mornings for 2 days. And I'm also going to throw in some swim lessons if anybody wants to, you know, I could give you some basic skills, some survival skills. That's what I would call it. If you want to get in the water in October at Marco Island. But the yoga is really important to stretch your joints, to lengthen your body. Because if you notice, as people get older, they start to bend over. They start to, the cartilage between the joints kind of diminishes a little bit. So it ends up making you get shorter and shorter and shorter. So what yoga does, it strengthens and lengthens your body. So a lot of people, you look at movie stars and they say they keep in shape. The only thing they do is yoga, right? So I start with yoga. Not only does it calm your heart down, calm your mind down, it kind of takes you out of outer body experience, but you do a lot of opening up the body, opening up the heart. And then what I am going to do a little bit different is I'm going to throw in just a little cardio. So let's say we did a bridge and we just kind of laid on our back and raised our hips up. Well, I might say, okay, now that they're up, let's do a little pulsing, right? Let's squeeze our knees in and out. Let's do a little bit more to raise our heart rate up while we're doing the stretching move. So I'm going to try to throw in a little bit more. So you're going to have to go back to your room and definitely shower. I think people could have probably moved right, take a shower, came to yoga before. Now you have to come to yoga, then go take a shower, and then go pray before you go.
Yes, and you have time. We give you a little bit of a break. I think there's like
give us a little bit of a break. And I'm thinking, is it 30 minutes long? Is that how much time you give me?
Your class, I think, it's 40 minutes.
Oh, it's 40 minutes. Okay, it's
Uh-huh.
40 minutes. Okay, in those 40 minutes, it helps you feel so much better by the time you go to class to sit down and then get all the mental stimulation and all the interaction and all the networking and all that. It just makes you, it's a good way to start your day.
Yes, it is a great way. And thank you, Deborah, for joining us. What's up? The mix of movements Val engages in is so great, Deborah said. So, yes,
Oh,
they
thank
are.
you.
She keeps us moving. And Val, I just wanted to say that when you came in 2018, you were also a speaker. You were on the panel. And you
Wow.
were on the panel with Ernestine Shepherd. And you, well,
Oh, my
actually, both years. 2019, you talked about food.
diabetes.
Yes, and you talked about how food parallels with our nutritional system, and now you're even certified. So I might have you come back. You might have to be our trilogy. I don't know if anybody else has come back all 3 years as a speaker and instructor. Val, you might have to make a record for us this year.
But you
On
know
that,
what? On a serious note, I've learned so much about nutrition. Nutrition is so important to your body. You know, there's 3 nutrients. There's, you know, the 3 most important ones are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And some people, you know, it's a blend, it's a mix. You got to have a little bit of all this stuff, fiber, all this stuff. So if you want me to, you know, I would have no problem preparing something just to talk about nutrients and how they affect your body, how they're important to your body, and how you can kind of balance them out to make sure that you're getting the appropriate amount for feeding your body, feeding your cells, feeding your, you know, internal organs and things like that. I didn't know. I learned so much by taking that course and getting that certification. So I sure don't mind sharing it. I mean, there's some great topics. There's some great topics that Twyla puts together, but I have no problem being a part of that.
This retreat is both professional and personal development. I mean, we really do give you everything that you need to make sure that you come away with the full sense of your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, financial. There's a financial wellness workshop, professional development workshop that Amy Hilliard is doing. Sounds like Valerie might be doing our health and wellness workshop. She's already starting us off working out in the morning time. And to your point, giving us some swimming instructions, because a lot of times we're going to the beach, even if it's with our kids, there's a pool at the retreat. So why not take that time to learn some techniques? And thank you, Valerie, because you were the one who actually brought that up to me, and we offered it in 2019. And so I hope that I'm there, and I try to make sure we're doing a shopping excursion, but it's early enough in the morning where you guys can go out. I'm going to try and be there this year if I'm not too tired. I ain't going to lie. By Saturday morning, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm rested this morning. But I would love to get out, because I'm one of those women who've not ever swimmed or took in swim lessons. Even though we would go to a campground every year with my parents, you know, I just do that little underwater frog swimming, but not really learning to swim. And it's something that helps our body, our physical fitness. Swimming, you are a swimmer, and swimming also can
works every muscle in the body is used in swimming.
Wow.
Every
muscle in the body is used in swimming. Yeah, I'm gonna make that class. I'm gonna have to check the programming schedule and put it at maybe 9 o'clock or something, so we ain't up so early.
Let me do a shout out real quick for the retreat. And it's this. You know, most of us have been locked down for 2.5 years. And you get segments of stuff, right? A little nugget here, a little nugget there. What is so empowering about the retreat is that where can you go one place, spend 2 or 3 days, and get information about life skills, all kinds of information, financial information, emotional information, physical information, spiritual food. I mean, I could just go on and on the things that Twyla was talking about. You come from it feeling like you are so, you know, academic, you know, career, all that. But you come back, you leave there feeling so, I don't even know, it's like you feel like you're at another level in your life or something. Like something's just poured on you and you're a different person than you were when you left. And where can you go and get all those pieces? I mean, I've had professional skills training where I've gone off to a conference. They'll focus on, I was in technology. So, we always learned a little bit more about technology. But where can you go and get all these pieces? Your life is complex. You have all these pieces and parts, right? They're all moving together. Well, you go there and you get probably at least, if you got 10 major things, you're getting at least 8 of them at that conference. And she packs it in every session. Absolutely top-notch, experienced, interesting presenters who know their stuff. And it's just, you're just mesmerized. So everything is just mesmerizing. You come out at break and everybody's like, well, I don't know how she can top that. I don't know how she can get any better than that. Well, I took notes, and guess what? I'm gonna go back and do blah, 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 because I heard that 1, 2, 3 is a good thing to do. So sometimes you need somebody to kind of break it down and tell you do 1, 2, and 3. And then you say, oh, well, that makes sense. Because in our lives, we get confused, we get distracted, we have all these external factors that are pushing us down and out and in every direction. But there you kind of get a chance to like shut all that out. Right? All that noise. Cell phone, texts, family issues, all the bills, all that stuff. And just focus on you. And that's the part that, the physical part. You have got to take time to reset and think about, I have one body in this lifetime, one physical body. If you do not take care of that body, what's going to happen to you? I go out and I'm around a lot of older people because I'm old. I don't want to say it, but I am. And they're walking on canes. They got walkers. They got all kinds of paraphernalia. Canes stand up without holding on to the chair. And then they're walking all sideways and stuff. I'm just saying, I may get there, but it's going to be a long time because I am not going to go out like that. That's right. So the earlier you start this, the better, the stronger you are. I've had some of my clients tell me they couldn't reach up and take their bins down to get their summer clothes out, or they couldn't lift the bins out of the closet to bring them out so they could sort through. I'm like, they say, I can do that now. I can do that now. I'm stronger. I can do that now. So that's the kind of thing that really encourages me and makes me feel good about what I do. I feel like I'm doing a service. I keep my extremely low. They're only $5 a class. I haven't raised them in 3 or 4 years. I mean, I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it, because I enjoy giving back. I enjoy the stories that I hear from my clients. So, and I do all of that.
I enjoy it. Thank you, first of all, Valerie, for saying everything that you said about the retreat. It truly is 5 days and 4 nights of breathing. I tell women, just get away and breathe. Just put your oxygen mask on first. And that's truly what it's about. I know you got to go and pick up your grandbaby. So I don't want to make you late for that. I appreciate your time. I think Valerie led us into that perfect time of a segment. I'm going to show the video for those of you who may not have seen the promo for the I Am That Woman retreat to show you exactly what Valerie is talking about. Valerie, before I let you go, any last things that you want to share? And please, how do women get in touch with you if they want to join your class?
Okay, thank you for the advertisement, because I really do not market. Most of the people that come to me through word of mouth. And the people that are committed are truly committed. I mean, it's their lifestyle. So I appreciate them. I appreciate all my clients. I can be reached at, I'm going to give you my professional email address, my corporate email address for my corporation. And it's Val, which is my first 3 letters of my name. And then it's VT Fit, which is the brand name of my company, at gmail.com. So it's VAL and then VT Fit at gmail.com. And I check that probably once a day. I check my Yahoo account more often, but I check that at least once a day. If you reach out to me and say, you know, and my classes are modifiable. I mean, I show you an easy way. I show you a more complex way. I show you an even more difficult way. So you have an opportunity to say, which one will I do?
Yes.
And I spend a lot of time on form.
Yes.
Form. I do not want anybody to get hurt.
Yes.
I have seen personal trainers that have done some stupid stuff with people. I'm like, look, I don't have a chance to interview everybody and say what your fitness level is. That's why I give you modifications.
And Shai has a question. Do you have specific training, like if you're older and need to tone, not lose weight? Great question.
Really, that's a really good question, because my classes are not designed to lose weight.
Yeah.
My classes are designed to tone. And that's what I like about them. If not, I would be doing all cardio. I don't do all cardio. I throw cardio in, but let's say if I have people doing football runs, which is that, you know, really quick step, well, you can march. You can, I give you all these ways to do it, because I do want to get your heart rate up. That's important. But I don't want to stress you out. So I do a lot of toning, because guess what? I want to be able to wear my swimsuit. I'm a swimmer. So I'm in a swimsuit 4 or 5 days a week. I do not want to look bad when I'm in my swimsuit and I'm a swim instructor. So I do a lot of tone work. We do a lot of leg lifts in every direction.
Yes, we
I do
do
100 leg lifts. I mean, I'm toning all the time. And really what I focus on with the toning is mostly the glutes, which is the booty, which wants to drop. And, you know, the thigh area, which most Black women have issues with. So I really work a lot on the inner and outer thighs, the front and back of the thighs, all of that. And then I also do a lot of core work. A lot of that's tied to your diet. So I can't, you know, speak too much about that. But other, you know, because that's a diet kind of conversation. And when I say diet, I just mean nutritional kind of conversation. But I do a lot of core work. And then, like Twyla said, we work these arms and shoulders, because we want to be, oh, you can't even see. We want to be, we want some tone in here. We want a squared off shoulder. We want to see definition, you know, all in here, as well as in the, you know, the actual arm itself. So you want to be able to wear a sleeveless dress and not feel like somebody's behind you looking and say, oh, you got all this stuff hanging. Yeah, we ain't trying to do that.
We try to do that.
Tricep work, shoulder work, all of that. So here's the thing. You can use lighter weights. Now, I don't tell you what size weights to use if you want to bulk up a little bit more, but you can tone by doing, you know, more and more repetitions with lighter weights. So yes, I work on toning.
And another question is what your hours are. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, her class is at 8 o'clock. Central time, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays it's 6:30 a.m. Central time. And also on Mondays, do you do your regular
evening class? I do an evening class at 6 p.m. Central time, and that's because I have some clients that actually do not have the time in the morning. Most of my working clients do the 6:30 class. More of my retired or independent entrepreneurs do the 8 o'clock class. But some people who are overzealous and overachievers, like somebody else that's on the screen, do 4 days a week. I'm just saying.
That's because that's the only time I can get it in. And during the pandemic, I told Valerie, I said, you had my body on 10. That's because we were biking over to the park and doing cardio jogging, and I was walking 3.5 miles like all the time. And now I literally can only get those 40-minute classes in. And I hate when I'm traveling. I hate when I cannot be on schedule to get every day in. And I also miss giving the spiritual guidance at the end of class. I really, really do.
But when we talk about accountability, I just want to share this with you guys. When Twyla's not on, regardless of the fact that she's doing the spiritual thing, she'll email me or text me and say, Valerie, I am not going to be on. So in her conscious mind is that I need to be there. It's a commitment. So I go back to planning, setting a plan, setting a goal. And if you have a goal, you have to be accountable to that, right? So Twyla's accountable to that. So she'll say, Valerie can't make it, so sorry.
Yeah.
Accountability. Just, I have a lot of my clients say, I can't make it. I don't feel well. Can I shift one day versus the other? I am totally flexible. You can make up anytime. Anytime.
Yeah, I love that Valerie will say, hey, if you can't make it in the morning time, I'm doing this evening class. And Valerie, I want to make sure I got it right. On Monday nights, it's at 6 p.m., right?
6
Not
p.m., right.
Okay,
6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
So I need to start, one thing that you said when I did get to see you, you said, I know one thing for sure, Twyla, by October, you're going to have that body together. And you got that right. I will not be on that stage looking like I'm not representing VT Fit.
Girl,
so you're talking about accountability. I'm accountable to say, this is Valerie's body sitting up here. It's in my body. But thanks to Valerie, I have these arms and legs and buttocks.
But here's what I always tell Twyla. I said, you know what, Twyla, you have good genes. She just has a good body. I'm not saying she couldn't lose it now, but she has a good body to start with. So when she works with me, I'm like, she gets cut. I'm like, quick.
Yeah.
So she's going to be looking good in October. I can tell you that now. And any of you that are coming down there, you better get in somebody's class.
Because we've talked about the sessions that you will get, but we are at the pool and we are at the beach. We do get our downtime in. I do not have you in a ballroom all day long from sun up to sundown. By after lunch, after our lunch and speaker, everybody, it is a retreat. And that means that we want you to go to the pool, go to the beach, go to the spa, go golfing. We really do want you to take it in. And I'm excited because in Mexico, we were able to stay on the resort and there was shopping. There was 5 different restaurants. Mexico was fabulous. We're at Marco Island this year. So we're in a community where we can go out, take in an art museum, take in some shopping. So we're a little bit more flexible of getting off the property. Unlike when we were in Mexico, we pretty much went to the resort and they had everything that we needed. Not to say that we have to leave the resort, because the Hilton Marco Island is absolutely fabulous. We're going to love it.
Well, here's something I want to offer up. I am a cyclist, a serious cyclist. I'm with a number of cycling groups in Chicago, probably 4 or 5 different clubs, Major Taylor, Misfits, Smoke and Spokes. I told them I'd do a shout out. So every morning I do like a long bike ride, but they have bikes that you can rent on the island. And what I could do is lead a bike tour. I don't know. We just have to figure out how to get the bikes, but the hotel might have the bikes available. But what better way to tour the island than on a bike? So I would lead the bike tour and we can go. And then that way, when you go back to walk or you tell somebody, drive me to, you know where the restaurant is, you know where the stores are and that kind of thing. And the island's not that big. We could ride around the island, take our time and still get exercise in. So I wanted to offer that up. Twyla, if you could look into the bike situation.
Absolutely. Shy, you hear that? Look into the bike situation for Valerie. She will, we're doing some work. We're getting all of our speaker contracts done over the weekend. So Shy is my faithful, and I love not only my sister, my best friend, my mentor, my compadre. So the one who is helping me with the retreat on the board. Shy is everything. She's the bomb. Shy.com, the bomb. Please look into us having a bike tour that Valerie will lead on the island. So thank you, Val. You're so sweet. You're so giving. Anything else that you want to share with our community before I go to a commercial break?
I had some of my friends, they said that they wouldn't be able to get on, and they were wondering, will they have access to this program? So don't you put it on your Facebook?
Yes, it's being recorded right now on Facebook and also on our YouTube page. And so yes, they can go back and look at it on my page, Twyla Jenkins, or on I Am That Woman Movement and Retreat on Facebook in our group page. So they can definitely go back and see this beautiful interview. They can also go to our website, IamThatWomanMovement.org, and take a look there. So thank you so much again, Deborah, for joining. You said nice segment today. for the IATWM information. Deborah, come on to Marco Island. You know,
Yes.
you need to take some downtime from all that entrepreneurialism that you're doing over on the South Side. Congratulations to you, my sister. But come on to the island and take a break with us and have a cocktail with us.
And Marco Island is absolutely, thank you, Deborah, absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
It's absolutely gorgeous there. And we're outside of the hurricane season.
Yes. And this is my first time going to Marco Island. I'm actually getting ready to go do a site visit, but I think it's in Naples is right next door. And our boat cruise on Friday night, you guys, we are doing a sunset boat cruise in Naples, Florida. And so in all of our white, so we'll have our white picture, and then we're doing a boat cruise. And Valerie, I haven't even told you the reason why I wanted to talk to Yakini on Monday is because Yakini and her husband are going to be joining us. And on Wednesday night, they're taking us through a sound journey. So on Wednesday night after the reception, Yakini's going to open us up spiritually with music, with drumming.
She is so awesome.
She is so awesome. I'm so excited.
If anybody's going to the Silver Room Bar Club on the lake this weekend, which is humongous, she's also a part of that program as well. She is awesome.
She is so awesome. So excited. You all do not miss this I Am That Woman retreat. Not this year. If you missed it in 2018 and 2019, you do not want to miss it in 2022. Valerie Tyler, our fitness guru, is going to be there. Reach out to her, valvtfit@gmail.com. Join her class. I'm telling you, your body will thank you for it. Everybody who's looking at you, give her 30, 60, 90 days. You will transform. So get your summer reset in now, 40 minutes, at least 2 times a week, if not 4 or 5 like me, because I'm trying to, I'm trying to grow up and be like Val. Val, I'm not going to tell you to tell him
much for the opportunity.
You are so welcome. Thank you. I'm not going to tell him how old you are, Valerie, but Valerie is young, y'all. I'm telling y'all, when Ernestine Shepherd got on that stage and she was 80 and dropped down and took her jacket off with her 6-pack abs and got down and she shut us all up. She
did push-ups on one leg. And we're not talking about half push-ups. She went down to the floor and pushed all the way up multiple times. So Valerie and I are aspiring to be Ernestine Shepherd. I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Okay,
thank you, Valerie. I appreciate you.
Everybody for listening. Love you guys.
You're so welcome. Love you too.
And I'll see you in class on Monday morning.
Absolutely. You will see me in class on Monday morning.
Okay,
and I have something that I need to touch bases with you about my hips too. So that's the other thing I love about Valerie. Thank you, girl. Talk to you.
Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I love me some Valerie Tyler. She is so amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show about how to reset with your summer fitness, because Valerie is the one to do it with. Let me tell you, she is absolutely amazing. And she talked about the retreat. And let me tell you, I'm going to show you more than I can tell you. All right, so that was a promo. So just so you know, www.iamthatwomanmovement.org. Go ahead, put in that $300 deposit. Go ahead and get on our payment plan, or just go ahead and pay it in full. $1,200 is the registration fee right now. So join us also for our golf outing. Yes, we are going golfing, and we want you to be a part of our golf outing. Our golf outing is coming up. Summer is here, and we want you to reconnect with us. It is going to be August. I'm sorry, not October. August the 14th is going to be at the Silver Lake Country Club in Orland Park. You can go. You can also scan this to join, but you can go right now and to the I Am That Woman movement.org and join us for our golf outing. So we have men and women joining us this year. You can play 9 holes, you can play 18 holes, or you can do golf one-on-one. And we have a full buffet to follow. So don't forget to register for that. I hope you have enjoyed today's show. Prayer and meditation every Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 6:30. It's a conference call line, 605-313-5104. Access code 345235. Get your mind right. Join us for prayer and meditation every morning. We are your sisterhood. We are the ones who are here to help you live your best life. And I pray that you have a glorious and wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.